Look deep, deep into my eyes. You are witnessing a demonstration of the awesome power of the human mind. The unlimited potential of total concentration. My mind is totally focused, able to maintain absolute and utter control. A mind such as this is a powerful force. It could even rule the world.
Hey!
Huh?
Hey there, everybody. PTPOP here, leading you out of the rabbit hole, one grain of truth at a time, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Call Center Survivor. Today, I've got a great one for you. I've just got a great one, a groovy one, baby. And I'm going to ask you a question to start off today's show. Did you know, be honest with me, did you know that there are actual colleges in the Philippines that offer courses, yes, entire courses on how to become a call center agent? Somewhat rhetorical? No, it's not rhetorical. It is a straightforward question. So answer me in the comments if you knew this ahead of time. And I want to thank Efrain Romero, 2959, one of my YouTube subscribers, for the idea. He gave me the idea. I really appreciate the idea there, Efrain. Now, before you go to thinking this is some kind of dystopian punchline, let's break it down, okay? Now, the Philippines, believe it or not, I didn't know this. I just discovered this as well. The Philippines is the largest provider of call center services in the world. Did you know that? I had no clue. I knew India was right up there and it was real big, but I had no idea that the Philippines was that big. They've surpassed India in BPO, which is, as we all know, business processing outsourcing industry. Why, you might ask? Why, Pete? Tell me, Pete. A big part of it is because Filipinos speak English with what's considered to be a neutral English accent. And I've gotten Filipino people on the phone in Filipino call centers, and you kind of hear a little bit of an accent. It's not as heavy as the Indian accent. Pardon me while I sustain myself with the blood of an alien. Before I proceed here, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, man. You want to see this channel succeed? You want to see this channel prosper? Just like and subscribe and share it. If you don't have the funds, if you want to join and get some behind the scenes videos, I'm a member here or join my Patreon channel. I guess their accent, the Filipino accent, is very slight, and when they speak English, you can kind of tell, but not really. And this makes them a perfect fit for U.S. and UK-based companies looking to outsource their customer service without raising any vocal red flags. And we all know what it's like to be American. We all think we're all that in a bag of chips here in America. And when we hear somebody on the phone that doesn't sound like they're speaking the English too good, we get all mad and then indignant and self-righteous, and we go off on them. And we want to speak. Wait a minute, hold on here, people. I'll look at my monitor. Sven, you're not paying attention. You're ready for? He's got his pilot goggles on, but you're not paying attention. I put the guy right by the moon so he'd feel more at home. And look at the respect he pays me, the little bastard. But here's the thing that really blew my mind about this. You can actually go to school and get trained, just like college level trained to become a call center agent in the Philippines. Now, we're talking classroom instruction, mock calls, soft skills development, English fluency, you name it. They got it. Now, I found a bunch of schools. I'm not going to go over all of them because, quite frankly, even the ones that I'm going to present to you look a little bit shady. I'm not certain if they're legitimate, but I'll show you here in a second. But I found three. I found the Philippine Call Center Institute, which is the PCCI, BPO Training Academy, and the Knowledge Academy. There's a bunch more that I found. But again, the websites I found looked really shady, and some of them had really strange advertisements on it for health products and stuff. So I don't know how legitimate they are. So let me bring up here. Let's bring up the Philippine Call Center Institute. Now, I couldn't find an actual website for this company or for the school, What I did find was a Facebook page. And this is the Philippine Call Center Institute in, I don't know if this is a city, Cagayan de Oro, PCCI official account. I don't know what that means. But this is, they're located, I guess they're located in Cagayan de Oro. They're on Velez Montalban Street in Cagayan de Oro, Philippines 9000. There's their phone number, their email address. I clicked on this. The link is broken to YouTube. One review is an advertisement for somebody about finances. So it's a real shady looking, even a Facebook page looks a bit shady. So here's one of their, this because I don't want to get in trouble for the music, but I guess this school offers computer systems training, Facebook training, events management services. It doesn't just offer call center training, but free training and allowance, motive training blended. Their TESDA accredited training center equipped trainees with skills, educate and develop career readiness. Philippine Call Center Institute, training for global competency. The second one I found was the BPO Training Academy. And this is the website I found is PH for Philippines .speedycourse.com/courses, speedy course on site. They do mostly on distance learning online courses, but they do some on site. It says here it's intensive course call center agent training, which is ideal for those. This is the part that cracks me up. Even their marketing materials is written in broken English. I'm sorry, my friends in the Philippines. Sorry, I just can't. I can't read this without laughing. Intensive course call center agent training, which is ideal for those who doesn't have any experience, background in call center, and also for those who want to have a skills and knowledge in pursuit of individual career growth or growth. Wow, that's a mouthful. A bunch of run-on sentences. You got to get somebody who's speaks the English to write your marketing materials, people. Visit us today at 18th F, Unit 1806, Cityland, so on and so forth. I just thought that was funny. Tells you what they offer: intensive course for call center agent training, grammar, accent, pronunciation, call simulation, job interview coaching, customer service workshop, typing test, and more. But they go through this in quite a detail, and they're very sincere about this because this is a huge industry in the Philippines, which I'll get to in a sec. Now, the third one I found was the Knowledge Academy, but they offer virtual call center agent masterclass focusing on customer service, team management, effective communication techniques, designed for individuals interested in becoming skilled virtual call center agents. That would be, working through the cloud. Physical versus virtual call center. Virtual call center agent duties and responsibilities: answering phone calls, emails, or online chat messages, how to address customer concerns, so on and so forth. Yeah, they break it up into different modules: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technology, benefits, skills and competencies. And this is what I thought was interesting. Trustpilot is this rated as almost a 5-star organization, if I read this correctly. In the Philippines, call center work is considered, I guess, not quite a prestigious job, but it's a highly esteemed job to have, and it pays good money. And so I'm going to go over a little bit about the salary that they make. And I'm thinking about this, if it's really a prestigious job, man, I could live like a king in the Philippines with my knowledge of call center work, man. Get me a cute Filipino girl. Get on the phones. Hey, bitch, give me some more beer, will you? I'm on the phones. Look at me, I'm a king. I think Filipino women are kind of cute. So what does a call center agent actually make over there in the Philippines? So the average salary in the Philippines for a call center agent is around 20,000 to 30,000 pesos per month. That's roughly $350 to $525 per month. Now, here in the U.S., $525 a month wouldn't even buy your groceries. It really wouldn't. And if you drive all the time, it probably wouldn't even put gas in the car if you're driving every day or back and forth to work. That's like nothing here. That's like 1970 salary. I think my dad was making in 1975. He was making about $500-600 a month, and it was barely enough to pay the rent. I don't even know if he was making that much. And he was working in a factory as a quality control person for a torpedo plant in Cleveland, Ohio. But for someone in the Philippines, that's a decent wage, especially in the urban areas like Manila, it says here. So the whole economic structure in that country is completely different. You can probably buy an entire house, a 3,000 square foot house for $150,000. I don't know if it's even that expensive. But is it a living wage in their country? Well, it depends. In the rural provinces, that kind of income can support a family, which is pretty amazing. You know, I think maybe I should move to the Philippines. Just ditch the wife, get a call center job, find me a cute Filipino girl, and live in some hut off in the jungle or something. I don't know. I'll be like MacArthur. I shall return. But in cities with rising rent, food prices, and transportation costs, it's not always enough. Just like in any of the big metropolitan areas, I'm sure it's not nearly enough. But here in the, rural areas of America, it's still not enough money unless you really go off into the backwoods areas of West Virginia, southeastern Ohio, Kentucky. It's a little bit cheaper there, but they've really done a number on us here in the United States where there's no place cheap left to live unless you want to live in the bad neighborhoods where there's lots of crime. Still in comparison to many other local jobs, call center workers are considered one of the better paying gigs. So I wouldn't say it's considered to be prestigious, but it's a good paying gig that'll keep food on the table and a roof over your head and pay for the family. Now, let me ask you, all Americans out there and British people, and most of my viewers are from the UK and United States. Would you go to college to learn to become a call center agent? Let me know what you think in the links below. Let me do one other thing here. I'm going to show you here. I found this video. This is call center job in the Philippines, and I thought this was funny that they go through the same antics that we go through here in the United States. By guess what they're doing here, people? They're having fun. Ping pong, yay! Oh no, ping pong and foosball, and they're playing Velcro darts. Trust me, you don't want to give a call center agent real darts with pointed metal ends. It wouldn't end well. Look at that in the corner. There's a big fire extinguisher. It must get really hot in that break room. But this is called Philippines Call Center Workers Cope with Advantages, Disadvantages of Industry. And this young lady works for a call center, I believe, and third shift. So I'm going to skip around here a little bit. We'll play the beginning of it.
Angeline Rodriguez starts her day when most other Filipinos finish theirs. The 30-year-old works the overnight shift at a call center. Rodriguez is a trained nurse, but says she makes more money at C3, a call center that handles customer service for several foreign companies. And
she makes more money working in the call centers than as a nurse. Can you believe that? I just can't believe that. I know nurses. The nurses I know are making like six figures. Wow.
Employs 2,300 Filipinos. Okay. She answers up to 200 calls during her shift.
What? 200 calls per shift? I thought 80 was bad. 200, young lady? How do you have any vocal cords left?
Mostly American customers with questions regarding their car rentals. Her boss, Andy Sarakinas, has worked in the Philippines business process outsourcing sector for 16 years. He says due to the country's strong ties with the United States, workers here communicate with American customers more easily than agents from other countries like India.
I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly because I haven't played all these videos, but these people in the Philippines have a slight accent. You can't really tell if they're Filipino or they're from another country. It's very, very hard to discern.
The world's former call center leader.
The ease of doing business here has actually been absolutely fantastic, because being able to hire an individual that can step in day one, understand the conversational, being able to have the conversation skills to get on the phone with a U.S. customer, U.S. consumer, that can be in an airline, a car rental company, a healthcare provider, telecommunication, financial services, to be able to get on the phone and actually talk intelligently and to resolve customers' concerns is great with the Filipino workforce.
See, I just, this is total BS. Total BS, because there are millions of people in this country that could do the exact same job, but they just don't want to pay us. They just don't want to pay us. They're paying these people $500 a month to do the same job that we could all be doing here in America, but we want like $4,000 a month. So because the guys at the top who have the leather mistresses and have the yachts and have like a dungeon on some tropical island where they're holding little kids hostage, they'd rather put their money into that than into us. That's not cynical, people. That's not me being cynical. That's the truth. The men that run these companies are the most deplorable human beings on earth, and they want nothing more than to keep filling their pockets with more green. That's it. It's nice that the Filipino people can speak English clearly and concisely better than the Indian people, but they're taking advantage of them. They're screwing them. These people should be making money. You know, can you imagine what the average Filipino would do with $2,000 a month? They're paying them 1970s wages, U.S. 1970s wages, to do the job that we could be doing.
BPO centers like this are now among the Philippines' largest sources of revenue, making the country's economic growth the fastest in Southeast Asia. There are concerns the lack of sleep and odd hours contribute to unhealthy lifestyles. Researcher Victoria Fritz says overnight call center employees the world over face these risks.
I found that BPO workers who work the night shift develop physical ailments over the years. Among the findings are that they develop cardiovascular diseases, type 2 diabetes, and obesity.
I told you. I mean, this is the only professional person I have found in all the years of doing this talking about the health risk of working in a call center. It's just not the poor Filipino people, it's us and the Brits and the Indians. Everybody sits there, they stuff their face with Cheetos, and they don't get any exercise. Their time clock is all out. They're not getting sleep, they're not getting exercise, they're eating poorly, they're mentally and emotionally stressed.
About $7 a month, employees at the BPO Center C3 can sign up for fitness.
Look at that gym. Woo, mama. Sign me up quick for some medicine balls.
Fitness classes at an on-site gym.
Oh, yeah. I mean, ladies and gentlemen of the Philippines. Oh, you're just being bent over good.
But some workers say they are more bothered by the toll the overnight shift has taken on their social lives. Customer service agent Angeline Rodriguez says after 5 years of working in the industry, she has gotten used to it.
Social life, I don't have that one right now. I'm not really into it. I'd rather work.
She'd rather work than socialize? Oh, lady. Oh, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. And you're being taken advantage of, and you're smiling all the way to the gallows.
She adds that if she wants to make new friends or a boyfriend, there are plenty of people on her same shift. Jason Struther for VOA News, Manila.
So they go to college and they make more money than a nurse in their country. They're being taken advantage of. They're being paid a 1970s wage in a 21st century job that's taking their health, their minds, their bodies. What do you think, guys? Do you think we should start a college in the United States to help people with call centers? I'm sorry. I keep trying to be positive. I try so hard to put a positive spin on this, but there's no way to put a positive spin on it. There's just not. There's just no way to put a positive spin on this call center work. It's modern day, at the very least, just trickery. And I just don't know how anybody with a decent mind can't see through it, but people have families to feed. People want to keep a roof over their head. And they've taken advantage of these American companies. They stormed the beaches of these countries 80 years ago, including Vietnam and Korea, and now they're all commercialized and they're infiltrated with capitalism, and they're taking advantage of the people to do work at like 20th century or 19th century wages. Or mid 19th century wages, or 20th century wages. Let me know what you think of the comments. Are any of you out there Filipino? I'm going to release this video twice. One dubbed in Filipino. My voice will be dubbed in Filipino through 11 Labs AI, so the people of the Philippines can hear it and hear my voice, though they speak English probably better than I do. I kind of stumbled through this today. So I'm PTPOP, and I ask you all to take care out there and tune in, like, and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.
Yes, I understand you now.
Would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that?